God's plan for our lives. God has a perfect plan for our lives. And He wants to guide us into fulfilling it. The most blessed life that we can ever live on earth is one in which we fulfill that plan completely. In choosing a career or in marriage, how wonderful it is to know that God has already charted a course for us to take. If we choose His way, we can avoid the many pitfalls that Satan has lined up for us. It is through His Word primarily that God guides us into that plan. God does have a wonderful plan for your life. But for the believer, that plan is salvation from His wrath that we justly deserve. And it is indeed a wonderful plan. While we merited eternal punishment, God satisfied that payment through His Son. God's wonderful plan for our life is that we continually surrender the evil desires of our flesh and conform more to His image. God's wonderful plan for our life is that we repent, believe in Him, and fight sin through His power. God's wonderful plan for our life is sober-mindedness, sexual purity, and that we walk not as unwise, but wise, making the most of our time because the day is evil. Ephesians chapter 5 verses 15 to 16. God's plan is that He may be most glorified in us through us being satisfied in Him. As Christians, we know that true happiness, the truly wonderful life, comes from true surrender. We don't know what the future will hold, but we know that He is good and will bring what He began to completion. Philippians chapter 1 verse 6. If we pursue holiness first, wherever we may end up will be of some importance, yet ultimately trivial. Before every big decision we make, surrender to God and pursue holiness. Trust the Lord and His promises to make your paths straight. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6.